So I'm Dhiren Thakker. I'm President and CEO of Aditus International, which is a nonprofit that we have launched with a sort of an overarching mission to improve access to medicine in low and middle income countries, specifically in sub-Saharan Africa. And so I guess we are responding to this challenge and the problem that we see in many countries, and that is poor access to high quality, affordable medicine. Um, there are a lot of reasons why this happens, but at least in sub-Saharan Africa, we believe the major reason why there is a problem with access to good quality medicine is insufficient local manufacturing capacity. Most African countries rely on imports. Anywhere from 70 to 90% of their drugs are imported, which also means that you have unreliable supply chain, as you all know, and it's also infiltrated by substandard and falsified medicines. Entire continent of Africa, with a 1.2 billion population, has only 400 manufacturers, in comparison with India, with about the same population, with 10,000 manufacturers and counting. So we believe that significantly increasing local manufacturing capacity is a long-term solution. And we also know that incrementally, if you add manufacturing units, it's not going to solve the problem for a long period of time. So we want to bring technology-based solutions to rapidly help catalyze rapid growth of pharma manufacturing in sub-Saharan Africa. And today I'll just briefly talk about the two technologies that we want to bring to Africa. Uh, the first of the two technologies is a continuous modular manufacturing, which is a technology that has evolved over the last maybe 10, 15 years. What you see here is two complete manufacturing lines in a small room, 2,000 square feet. Compare this to a traditional batch manufacturing sort of a factory. It'll take tens of thousands of square feet of space. All of that has to be good GMP quality space. Very difficult expensive to both produce that kind of space and also maintain it, particularly in low and middle income countries, which is one of the reasons we really don't have rapid growth. This small, compact system, it's modular, it's flexible in production capacity, it works 24/7, very high capacity. A line like this can produce 2 to 3 billion tablets per year. And so what this allows us to do is actually make drugs at a low cost, high capacity, and this can be easily scaled. So this is one of the technologies we want to bring to Africa. And then we want to superimpose or integrate into that the blockchain data platform. And I just show you here sort of visually that we want to integrate blockchain into every aspect of our operation end to end, starting from raw material to manufacturing processes and products, distribution of the products all the way to the patients. And then last but not the least, we want to really use blockchain to engage patients. And you already heard in a previous talk, this is very possible in a very secure fashion so that we can collect adherence and outcomes data securely. And of course, we can use this data to improve overall access to medicine. And of course, this part, the blockchain integration into our manufacturing, distribution, patient engagement operation, we are doing in partnership with Remedy. And as you see here, at each phase, you're collecting data. It's securely stored. It is connected across the entire operations, all the way from raw material to the patients. And of course, you can give access to this data to regulatory bodies and others, as you see here, in a very secure fashion. So the advantages of using blockchain across these operations, in manufacturing, we can achieve GMP compliance, which is very difficult to achieve in Africa. Only 2 or 3 companies out of 400 actually have GMP compliance. we can meet international quality standards, which is what we want to aspire to and achieve. And we can really also, by engaging regulatory agencies and sharing data in real time, we can actually accelerate regulatory approvals, which is something we want to really achieve. In distribution, we can create a very smart supply chain. We can achieve efficiency, reduce waste, but we also, most importantly, eliminate substitution by substandard and falsified products, which is a major problem in that part of the world. And most importantly, we can create trust in our brand because people will begin to really appreciate that even if it's made in Africa, this product can be trusted, which is going to be a very important part of really creating access to quality, affordable medicine. And finally, in patient engagement, we want to enhance patient safety, measure and improve health outcomes and economic outcomes. And this could be a very important really asset, this kind of database for sharing with key stakeholders. Um, we want to focus on major classes of drugs, non-communicable diseases, which is a rapidly growing area of concern in that part of the world. Of course, neglected tropical disease drugs. We still need to really have these drugs available to Africa, and we want to really create local manufacturing capacity of these drugs that are traditionally distributed there through donor programs. And of course, infectious disease, HIV, tuberculosis, malaria are still a problem, which we want to address with our products. And most importantly, we want to really focus in all our products on pediatric populations because what we have observed is, and what our research shows, is that for a continent where 40+% of the population is under the age of 18, there are very, very few products that are designed for pediatric use, which obviously is very important. Um, I just want to end by showing you that we have put together a very, very committed and passionate team. We have our team members. Really, we are a virtual company. We have team members across the globe, in Africa, in UK, in India, of course, and US. We have forged a very strong partnership with the government of Kisumu, Kenya, which is very important in making this reality. Um, and we have a board that brings a lot of experience across all aspects of our operations. And very importantly, we've been able to recruit volunteers to really help us. We have a team of 80 volunteers who are on call for whatever we ask them to really contribute. Um, so we want to really be able to contribute to growth in pharma industry, which ultimately will improve healthcare of the patient and also really contribute to economic development. Thank you for listening, and I'll be happy to answer questions during the session.
Thank you,
I can
Dhiren.